Everyone is talking about gluten-free diets these days. They not only help you with weight loss, but they are much healthier as well. Whether you want to be completely gluten-free or you just want to remove wheat and white rice from your diet, the easiest way to go about this is by including more millets in your diet. Millets are a much healthier alternative to wheat or rice because they have much more fiber, less sugars, and since they are complex carbs, they keep you full longer and make you eat less. They're also a farmer's best friend because they can literally grow in almost any kind of soil with very little water. There are so many varieties of millets that are available these days like ragi, barnyard, foxtail, jowar, amaranth, little millet, kodo millet. They look like this. As you can see, the size of the grain is a lot smaller as compared to wheat or white rice. Just check which one of these millets are easily available in your area, but make sure that you only buy unpolished millets because their bran has a lot of fiber and nutrients in it. Keep 4 to 5 different varieties of different millets at home because each one is different in different nutrients and they have their own benefits. What you can do is start with any one of them, have that for 2 to 3 days, then switch to another one, have that for 2-3 days, and you can continue like that. But make sure that you're not consuming more than one millet in a single meal. Because be it millet or any other grain like wheat or rice, if you're consuming two different grains in the same meal, then it hampers the digestion of all the food that you're eating in that meal. Because each grain requires different kinds of enzymes for its digestion. And if we are mixing them all in the same meal, then it confuses the body and hampers our digestion. Once you have 4-5 different varieties of millets at home, you just need to figure out how to include them in your diet. The first and the easiest way to include millets in your diet is to replace them with rice. Just boil the millet in 3 to 4 times amount of water. Make sure that you're soaking the millets before cooking, and I'm going to do a separate video on why soaking is so important. But make sure that you soak your millets for about 6 to 8 hours. Once you've soaked the millets, you can boil them with 3 to 4 times amount of water, and once they are cooked, then you can strain it out and separate the starchy water. Now the millet rice is ready. You can eat them just like rice with any other dish, or you can prepare them like poha or pulao. The second way to eat your millets is to eat them like a porridge, savory or sweet. Porridge is commonly also known as Daliya. Just how you prepare your porridge with wheat, or oats, you can use the same method to prepare porridge with millets. The only thing I would like to say is first, please make sure that you are soaking them for 6 to 8 hours before preparing. And another thing you can try is when you rinse your millet first before soaking, you can quickly pulse them in the grinder just for a few seconds, 2-3 seconds. This will break the grains into smaller pieces, and it makes it quicker to cook the porridge. And also, I personally like the taste when I prepare the porridge like that. The next option that we have is to prepare millet rotis. When we prepare rotis with wheat flour, it's very different because wheat has gluten and it helps in binding the flour, and the rotis are prepared very easily. Millet flour is gluten-free, so preparing the dough for the rotis and making the rotis is a slightly different process that you need to follow. And I'm going to leave a link in the description box below. That it's a nice video that explains how to prepare the dough when you want to make rotis with the millet flour, and the rotis will come out just nice. The fourth option is to prepare millet khichdi. Khichdi is a very common dish of India, and people usually prepare it with rice and moong dhuli or moong chilka dal. So all you need to do is replace rice with millet and prepare your khichdi. The fifth option that we have is to make a batter with the millet and urad dal. So you need to take them in the ratio of 3:1, and you can prepare idli or dosa batter to make idlis and dosas with it. And you need to ferment this batter for at least 12 to 24 hours. The next option is for when you feel like munching on something. You can make millet cookies or crackers, and you can even buy these ready-made. And the last option is to make desserts with millets. There are a lot of recipes online that use millets to make some traditional delicious desserts. You can check them out. What I will recommend is to replace sugar with dates or stevias. You can get stevia liquid form or powdered form and prepare these dishes. I hope I have given you enough ideas on how to include millets in your diet. In case you want to look for some recipes, I will add some links in the description box below. Also, you can follow me on my Instagram profile where I share recipes very frequently.